The Detroit Lions, oh, I love it. They just got a double dose of good news coming out of training camp. One of them is on the injury front. The other one is a UDFA that you probably don't know that we have talked about on this channel. However, he is starting to make a name for himself. All right. He is starting to make a name for himself. He's starting to play well. And I can't wait for this because the Detroit Lions play their first preseason game in less than 1 week. And just 1 month after that, the regular season starts, which means I'm starting to look at websites and I'm trying to figure out where can I get tickets for the Lions. And that is why I am so excited in the video today that we are going to be sponsored by SeatGeek. I'm on the app right now. I'm checking out tickets for preseason games. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? Maybe I need to take Friday off work and I need to head down on Thursday and go to the Hall of Fame game. Right now, tickets are just $66 on SeatGeek. Sure, it's going to be backups playing, but you're going to be close to the action. Maybe I'll see you there. Go get tickets right now, and I can make it even cheaper for you. You know that I came through for you guys. You can use code STDetroit for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code STDetroit. All caps. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. And then I'm going to tell you what, make sure you go there right now. Maybe you want to have tickets to the Hall of Fame game. If you want to get a game cheaper, I'm telling you, it's fun going to preseason games. You still get the atmosphere. You still have a better shot at seeing and meeting some of the players. Go check it out. They're playing the Dolphins on August 16th. And the Texans on August 23rd. And look, we know as Lions fans, because our team's so good, season tickets are sold out. So what better place to get tickets than on SeatGeek? Download the app. Make sure you enter the promo code so you can get that $20 added. And maybe I'll see you at the game. All right. So excited about that. Go get a ticket. I'll see you at the Hall of Fame game. You know, I'm going to try and get there. Why not? Why not? But with all of that being said, let's get back to this double dose of good news. And the first one is a great update on Aleem McNeil. How important has Aleem McNeil's health become as we see some of the other players that aren't getting back? All right, and I'll say there's actual good news there too. Wingo is expected to be back in September. Wingo's expected to be back in September is what they're thinking. They're now still thinking with Aleem McNeil. Here's what happened. All right, Campbell back in April said the following. He said, it's tough to say right now when McNeil will be back. ACLs are all a little bit different. Obviously, it's not going to be training camp or probably even early part of the season, but we'll get him back, Campbell said. Since then, it's been all quiet. We've seen McNeil spotted walking around the sidelines during training camp practices, but not much else until yesterday. Brad Holmes. Thank you, Brad Holmes. When we don't get info from Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes is at your service. All right, and he joined SiriusXM live from training camp and provided a short, very short, but very optimistic update on Aleem McNeil. All right, are you ready for this? He said this, still having Aleem on his way back, which I think that, that has a potential to be a little bit earlier than expected, Holmes said, because he's doing great right now. And then he went on to talk about the defensive tackle room. And he said this. He said, we're pretty chock full of expecting Levi to play this year. But still having DJ Reader, drafting Tyleik Williams, signing Roy Lopez in free agency, and still having Aleem on his way back, which I think, that has the potential to be a little bit earlier than expected because he's doing great right now. I feel pretty confident. We feel very confident about that room. Now, is this GM speak? Maybe. Maybe, right? I don't know. But here's what I do know. I know that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell aren't bullcrappers. I don't know how else to say it. They're just not. They tell the truth. When somebody's doing well, they say they're doing well. When somebody's not doing well, they don't say they're doing well. So I look at this and I see it and I just come quickly to realize that, okay, Lee McNeil probably will be back earlier than expected. And you know what? They probably are pretty excited about what's going to be happening with a lot of the other guys. All right? Wingo, September. That's what Dan Campbell said. That's exciting. All right? And if he's saying September for Wingo, and then he's talking about Khalil Dorsey at corner saying he's going to be back even earlier, like, I'm excited. When Brad Holmes is saying he's good with the defensive tackle room, I'm good with it. All right, but let's get to the second dose of the double dose of good news. And it's coming with someone that I don't think anybody is really expecting. And it's a guy named Jacoby Keeney-James. Jacoby Keeney-James. This is a guy out of UMass, Massachusetts. I want to show you something real quick. This is Jacoby Keeney-James' athletic profile. He is a 4.3 speed guy. He's almost 6 feet tall, which isn't short. All right, it's not extremely tall, but it's not extremely short. All right, it's just under half of the wide receivers that are in the NFL. Extreme speed, extreme explosion, extreme agility, all elite when it comes to those things. And he went out and balled out. Keeney-James, his speed and yak ability showed up in yesterday's practice. All right? He quickly went over the middle and made a quality reception on a deep shot from Hooker. Just love hearing when it's a deep shot from Hooker, right? During third down drills. He executed a quick slant in front of the linebackers, and despite running laterally across the field, he was able to clear the defenders and turn it upfield for a big game. It is that kind of that stuff. But here's the other thing that I'm noticing. All 4 rookies. Tesla is showing that he is already ahead of the other 3. 2 UDFAs, all right, and then 2 that we drafted. Tesla is almost consistently running with the 2s. And the other 3 rookies are running with the 3s and with the 2s. They are starting to push further up the depth chart. And it is very likely that 2 of these guys will make the team, but that's it. It's not very likely that 2. It's kind of likely that 2 will make the team, and that's it. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like for this team. I can't wait. I feel like there's speed and depth in the wide receiver room, and if these guys can pick up the offense quickly, I'm really excited to see what this wide receiver room can become and in the preseason. And we've had wide receivers in the past that have been good, but they've been kind of like the slot ninja guys. All right, Tom Kennedy, I'm looking at you. I love you, man. I love you, Tom. All right, but they've been those kind of guys, and they've had quarterbacks that, quite frankly, can't get them the ball. And backup offensive lines that couldn't block for the quarterback. This year, I feel like we'll have a solid backup offensive line. There'll be talent at the wide receiver position, and there'll be quarterbacks that can get them the ball. I'm not saying it's going to be pretty preseason football because it almost never is, but it's going to be prettier than usual. So I'm really excited to see it. All right. Hey, get some tickets for the preseason. I'm telling you. What do you want me to say? SeatGeek for the win on this video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.